Jenny here with Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are going to be continuing our Stitch and Chat series. And again, we are going to be working on Amethyst Angel, this beautiful stamped kit that I got from Waterbiz. And just as a reminder, this is 50 by 50 centimeters, 16 count, and it is 150 colors. If my memory serves me correctly, because it not only is it a silk kit, but it is a max color kit as well. So let me zoom out for a moment here, because I just want to kind of show you guys really quickly again, this beautiful, beautiful floss in this kit. And let me just check something really fast. Yes, 150 colors. Just wanted to double check, make sure I was giving you the right information here. And again, this is Amethyst Angel by Waterbiz, Silk Max Color. All right, well, let me zoom back in a little bit here. See if we can't do a little bit better, close-up stitching. I just have to make sure I keep an eye on it better to make sure we do not get out of frame. So how is everybody doing as you are watching this? I hope everybody is having a great day. For me, it is, let's see, Saturday, March 22nd. It is almost 1:30 in the afternoon, and we just got finished over at the old place. We are finally done there, thank goodness. I am exhausted, and I've never been so happy, I think, to see to put a place in my rearview mirror. Let me tell you, I'm just so happy to be done there. Go ahead and get this threaded up. And just welcome everyone. If you are a returning family member here, thank you so much for always supporting me and coming by and hanging out. If you are new, welcome to my channel. The reason for my name, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. My name is Jenny, and I do live in Southern California, so Callie Jenny. I do these stitch-alongs as well as unboxings and sometimes some other videos as well. So if you're new, welcome. I hope you will enjoy and decide to become a part of the family here. And let's see, as always, at the end of this video, I will be, let me make sure I'm in frame. That's the hard thing about doing it this close. Okay. At the end of this video, I will be putting in all the progress whips that have been shared with me, either through my Facebook group or emailed to me. I will share that as well as go over comments left on the last one. I apologize for any noises you might hear in the background. That is, now say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
That is my hubby John, and he is trying to get some stuff done around the house. As you can imagine, just moving in is kind of crazy. So there might be a little bit of noisiness to our video today, but that's okay. We're all family here, right? Okay, and again, because this is 16 count, it is 2 strands, so I am using just 1 strand of floss that I do fold in half to make my 2, and it is a little bit easier than doing the 3 strands.
I'm doing the honeydews, but we're doing okay.
That is hubby John. Be sure to say hello to him in the comments down below. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. A nice howdy. And we're just working on these blue X's today. I have tried to talk my hubby John into trying cross stitch as well, but he's not having it. I've told him that plenty of men out there do the cross stitch, and he's still not having it. So maybe one day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just so happy to be done with that. Now maybe we can focus a little more time on getting this new place in order. Still so much to do. And then next weekend on Saturday, we are going to our first Dodger game of the season. In case for anybody that doesn't know, baseball, we're huge baseball fans, huge Dodger fans. And we've been Dodger fans for years before they even started doing as well as they have the last few years. So it is our time. All right, I'm going to apologize in advance if I go out of frame at all during this video. I am trying to do it a little closer up so you guys can see the stitching a little bit better. And again, as always, I am doing this stitching today on my Nerge stand, which just makes it so easy and convenient. I can literally have one hand behind and leave one hand in front to pull it back through. So I guess what they call two-handed stitching. I do have to be careful with this silk floss to not let it slip out of my needle, because it does want to slip out of the eye. But other than that, it's not really difficult, and they do give you a nice, really nice toolkit. Here, let me zoom back out a little bit. They give a nice toolkit with the Wadabiz kits. Even has these little finger protectors, which are really nice. And in that, we also have our wax. And you can just run your needle with your floss right through that center to wax it. And I think when I go to re-thread my needle, which will be soon because it's actually already getting short because I was just finishing off a piece from last time. I think I may try running it through that wax really quick just to kind of help keep it together. But again, it's not really difficult. And if it slips out, you just put it back in the needle. Not really the end of the world there. Again, let me know in the comments below what you are all working on. And if you are not already a member of my Facebook group and you are interested, go ahead and run over there and join, or maybe after this video. I will have the link in the description box down below, as well as if I happen to mention ever in any of my videos, if I mention a website or I mention another channel or anything, I will always link that information in the box down below, as well as my contact email. If anybody wants to email me, that will be down there as well. And I am also going to be getting a P.O. box here shortly, probably within the next couple of weeks, in case anybody wants to reach out to me that way. But I just feel like I've run a marathon today. There's so much going on. And just kind of a teaser, I already have a finish for my next floss tube. You know what? I don't like how, let me go back out. I think I'm calling this one too close and I need to, I think, go ahead and tie this one off. Here, let me pull this out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this thread really quick. I'm going to try to do the pin stitch, but I'm having trouble getting it to go through the canvas. I should put one of those gloves on, right? I've called it too close, so that's on me. That's my bad. Try to keep this from sliding all over the place. Just not wanting. There. I must be weak. I'm probably weak from all that work I've done today. All right, so let's cut this one off. And we'll go ahead and get another one loaded here, which I do have ready to go, so that only take me a moment. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I do have a finish. Kind of like two finishes, but not. The second one's a sort of finish, which you will see here soon in a couple of weeks when I do my next floss tube. Catching you up with everything that I have worked on in the month of January. It will also probably include the first few days of April, because I don't think I'll be able to film that one until, it won't be next weekend, it'll be the weekend after. So next weekend is the weekend of the 29th when we're going to the Dodger game. It'll be the weekend after that. So everything up to that moment will be included on the next video. But, you know, that's okay, because otherwise it would have been short anyway, because I did January's and February's. I think it was like a week and a half into March. So it'll all work out. All right, so this one's kind of a mess. I don't like how this stitch looks, so I'm going to try stitching over it. If not, I'll just take it out later and fix it. So anyway, yeah, so I'm very excited to have some finishes. I do need to get caught up on some of my other whips, but I was really focusing on a couple of these. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I got some stuff to show you for my haul. I don't know why I'm having, and you know what? I said I was going to run it through the wax, and I didn't. I'm going to make sure hold on, let me move this around a little bit. I want to make sure that I want to make sure I'm in frame there. That's the bad part about trying to film up this close. It's too easy to get out of frame. Do let me know if any of you yet are working on a silk. And again, apologize for any noise you hear in the background. But this is going, can you imagine this kit when it's all done with all those beautiful colors, the teals, the pretty greens, the purples, all the different shades of purple. Just gorgeous. I feel like I think I might have. Sorry to everybody. I got the chatty husband in the back talking to cats.
Sorry.
I think I had a knot back there, but we're just going to keep rolling with it. Let's see. So, yeah. A lot going on. A lot of stuff to go over. Well, sort of. A lot of stuff to go over in the next floss tube with my haul and all that stuff. And I do have a new start as well. Did I need a new start? I'm sure I didn't. But nevertheless, one I have. So that's okay. We do what we do. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what makes us happy and what we enjoy doing. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Let's see. Now, interesting, I saw a video today. It was Natalia over at Lovecraft Forever. She posted a video, I think it was today, she posted it, for this really large new frame for your canvases. And they have them, this frame, they have in all kinds of sizes, way up to super huge. I think it was like 140 centimeters by 45 centimeters, something like that. But smaller ones too. I mean, there were several sizes because it intrigued me, so I went and looked too. I will leave her channel linked below. I would be surprised if any of you are not already following her, probably already know about it, but just in case, I will list her channel in the description box down below. And you got to check out that video with that frame. Oh my gosh. She put a lot of work into putting that video together, let me tell you. Absolutely gorgeous though. That frame is crazy. Trying to decide if I need to add it to my stuff. I don't know. We'll see. This kit though here is absolutely a stunner. And she includes on these canvases, Sandy does at Waterbiz, she includes on these canvases a second set of symbols. So you can cut that second set off if you want and keep that separate next to you. So you can, roll up your canvas, put it in a frame, however you prefer to do your stitching. And you just have it there next to you. I mean, that's as handy as it gets. It's what a great idea. But one of the other things that I really love about Sandy's kits is the paper chart. The symbols on there always match what's on your canvas. I personally prefer that because that's typically what I go by. Is that paper chart. As long as it matches what's on the canvas, I usually will go by the paper chart. That's for me and my style of stitching, that's just what works best. The thing about silk stitching, or stitching with the silky threads, now again, it's not real silk, they're just silky texture and shiny. But the stitches will often look a little sloppy as you're working it, but as you go along, they tighten. It's just because they're slippery, because of how smooth they are and silky. But as you continue, you'll probably notice, and this is like really close up, so you really get a good view. But as you continue on, it does pull the stitches tighter. And again, you could use the wax thread too, or the wax for the threads as well. Let me make sure here where I'm at. Yeah. Did I put that? Let me make sure I put this back closer. No, I didn't. Well, is it close enough? Let's see. Let's try even closer here. I thought I had put it back closer, but I hadn't. But I think we're all right there. Okay, let me get my chair back over here. Let me see, I want to get this there. All right. A little bit more complicated with this close-up stitching. But this is not, again, it's not going to be an hour long or almost hour long stitch with me because I just can't do that right now with everything else going on. I'm sure you probably noticed this last week that I put out more videos than I normally do in a single week. I think I put out, I think it might even been 4 of them, which I like never do. But I had a lot of stuff that needed to get done, so I went ahead and did it. Yeah, because I even did a Saturday one. So I had one, I think I had one Saturday, Sunday, I think even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, honestly. I think there might have been 5 videos in a row there, which I don't do. Typically I do 2 a week, sometimes maybe a 3rd one. So sorry if I drove y'all crazy, but I had some that I wanted to get out, like my Stitch Quarterly. It came late anyway. I don't think they shipped till later than usual. So I wanted to go ahead and get that video out for anybody that might have been waiting to see, you know, what we were getting in that Stitch Quarterly. And again, that video, if you haven't seen it yet and you're interested, will be in my playlist if you want to go check it out. I've done 3 of them now for the Stitch Quarterly subscription. They do come out every 3 months, hence Stitch Quarterly. They come out March, June, September, and December. And I just get excited about them every time. I can't wait. I try to finish one before the other one arrives, or at the very least before I start the next one. But again, that is through the Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm not going to link that probably below just because there is a video already on that if you want to go watch it. It's in the playlist there. But it is a fun subscription to get, for sure. And then I had some stuff sent to me by some of our favorite budget stores, and I needed to get those out for them as well. So anyway, that wound up leading to quite a few videos last week. So it was a little bit crazy. Oh, but now I just feel like this weight off of me being done at that other place. The hubby will turn in the keys on Monday, and all is done. Hoping to get a bunch more stitching in today as well, because I haven't been able to stitch as much with all this other stuff going on. I mean, I've been getting stitching in, but not near as much as I would like to get in. Let me make sure. Okay, yep. So you're just working on these, again, these these blue X's here. I think this is part of one of her wings. Such a beautiful, beautiful stitch. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Do you love her as much as I do? I know also one of the videos I did was for the Wadabiz sale that's going to be starting on April 1st. It's called Dragon Eye. Now, that particular canvas will continue to be available. You do not have to do, obviously, you don't have to do the sale. You can just get it to do just because you want to. But if you'd like to check it out, I have a video on that as well. So does Sinette over at Stitcherella. She has the official unboxing of the Dragon Eye sale. And she's always such a joy to watch. So if you're interested in seeing that canvas, be sure to check hers out as well. But yeah, I do intend to start that one too. And there's actually going to be a second sale through Wadabiz, and it is actually for a canvas of the ocean. And it's one that Sinette over at Stitcherella painted herself. She did an oil painting, and this is of her art. They have turned it into a stamped cross-stitch canvas. And there, I believe that one starts, I think it's May 28th, which I think is on Sinette's birthday. And that sale, funny enough, is called Sinette Made Me Do It, I think it is, or Sinette Made Me Buy It. I think it's Sinette Made Me Do It. Either way, both are very true. She has made me buy a lot of things. So I haven't got that one yet. I did order it, so I will be receiving it. I just have not gotten it yet. But I'm looking forward to that one too. Though I'm kind of glad that one's not starting till like the end of May. Because we are going to be starting this other one on April 1st. The Dragon Eye Self with Wadabiz. Wadabiz also not only has a Facebook group and a website, but they also have a YouTube channel. And again, I will link all that below as well in the description box. If you want to go check that out. They do cross stitch and diamond painting, and I believe on Monday nights they often have a cross stitch along. And I think on Wednesday nights they do a diamond painting stitch along. What happened here? Okay. But on her website, she has cross stitch, diamond painting, and she has just the PDFs for the counted if you want to do it in counted. I have a few of those as well. And they also do auctions for cross stitch kits and diamond painting. She's got a lot that goes on over there, so definitely go check it out. A lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to pull out my tablet here just a moment because this one's already starting to get pretty short too. And we'll go over the comments from the last Stitch and Chat. Sorry, everybody. The hubby is not good at being quiet. Oh, what do we got going on here? Okay. Once it starts getting shorter like this, it becomes a little bit more challenging. I can't believe we already almost through this one too. Before I add on another floss strand though, I'm going to pull out the comments from the, see, it just came off there. All right, so let me go ahead and put this back in. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the tablet for, look at it. See, somehow it becomes uneven. It starts out even. I don't know how it becomes uneven as I'm stitching. All right, so let's see. It's part of the issue there. All right, so let's try to get this back in here. And let's try to finish these 3 squares here at least. I don't know though, it's really being difficult. We're gonna try to persevere though and try to do it. And then I'm gonna pull out my tablet to go over the comments from the last Stitch and Chat. Okay, last one, then we're going to try our pin stitch again. Oh. Boy, there's all kinds of noise going on out here today. Noise outside. I think that's our mailman that I hear. Sorry for all the noise. Okay. Put this back in here. And then let's just travel over here. Then we'll cut it off again. All right. Hopefully, yeah, still in frame. Okay, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the tablet. So one moment. Okay, so that was Stitch and Chat 25. So let's pull that up. So the one we are working on today will be Stitch and Chat 26. Okay, I don't think we don't have a whole lot of comments, and I'll only go over the original comments, not the ones where we kind of spoke back and forth, just so it doesn't take too long. Grab my iced coffee. On our way back from the old place, we stopped at Jack in the Box. Let me know if you guys have Jack in the Box wherever you are in the world. But we stopped at Jack in the Box and got an iced coffee. We love their iced coffee there. And just some panko onion rings. We weren't really hungry. We just kind of wanted to get something so we wouldn't be hungry in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, so to go over our comments from the last one, Michelle Hassan 1326, and again, I apologize if I ever mispronounce anybody's name. Very sorry. Said that this is one of my favorite charts that I would love to get because of the colors. Someday, maybe. LOL. And she's talking about, of course, the Amethyst Angel. Thank you so much, Michelle. I completely understand. I know these kits are more pricey than our budget-friendly stores, but as you can see, the quality is really, really good. And I hope you're able to get one soon, too. Liz Walker-Watts said, "Hi, Callie. Just been catching up with your vids today as been away on a short spring break. Kitting up a counted stitch hubby surprise gifted me for my 60th. Never use a threader. Was taught by my mom when I first learned to sew as a child. The trick is don't take your thread to the needle. Take the needle to your thread." I'm really gonna try that, Liz. And happy 60th. Happy birthday. Hope you had an awesome birthday. And I am going to practice your advice on threading the needle as soon as I have some extra time. Emma Orchard 9256 said, "Hey Jenny, can't wait to see this one come together and in silk. I haven't got it yet as I kind of spent all my money on the last two auctions. Got 4 plus the Dragon Eye on February's one and 4 more in the last one." Wow. I also diamond paint and crochet, although I haven't really touched either since I found cross stitch and then started a full-time job. So happy you're settling into your new home. Love from the UK. Love to you, Emma, from the USA. And wow, congratulations on all those auction wins. I can just imagine how exciting it must be watching your mail arrive. Nicole, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce this. Reukl, Nicole Rukel. I am so sorry, Nicole. 986 says, "I have quite a few hobbies: knit, crochet, diamond painting, cross stitching, quilting, graffiti quilting, fretwork on the scroll saw." Not gonna lie, Nicole, I had no idea what a scroll saw is. And someone else said that they do that too and explained it a little bit better for me. So I'm just so impressed with some of you. Really has a lot of hobbies. I'm just really impressed. I mean, there's a few things I like to do too. And like you guys, since discovering cross stitch, the other hobbies have kind of been slacked on. I really need to get back to my diamond painting some too, because I have such gorgeous kits, mostly from Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club, and they are just gorgeous, and I spent a lot of money on them, so I really need to do them. Crafty Pet Mom 4593 said, "Hello Jenny, I'm working on Little Partners Reunion while I watch. I'm also going to continue working on a cruel canvas I found while organizing called Little Child Shall Lead. It's a 1980 Dimensions kit I started a long time ago. Time passes so fast. I did finish Elegant Cat Skeleton and will send updates soon. And she did send updates, so that will be included at the end of this video. She also said that I also read, cross-stitch, paint, holiday ceramics, scroll saw, color, garden, and am currently sewing curtains. I've always been a person whose hands were seldom idle. I can thread a needle without a threader, but it depends on the floss. Thanks for the video. You are so welcome, Crafty Pet Mom. Thank you so much for always sharing your stuff with me. She always sends me in an email her updates and everything, and I so appreciate you. I would share her name and say her name, but I don't want to do that without her permission to do so. So until she gives me that permission, I will keep it at Crafty Pet Mom 4593. I love you, my friend, and thank you for always sharing that. I always so enjoy it. Let's see. Nicole also said that by the time my auction wins and my next orders arrive, I'm sure I'll have close to 55 Wadabiz kits. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am so happy for you, Nicole, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit jealous, a little bit. I would love to, I'm really, really curious to know which all ones that you got. How exciting. Oh my God. Talk about being excited to watch the mailman show up. Jane Murray 4534 said that she just ordered the Dragon Eye. Y'all are influencers, LOL. Well, I just consider it sharing the good news. And it is gorgeous. I think it's going to, I really love the layout of it. It has, yes, it has the busy stitches, but it also has block stitches for when you just need a break from the busy part, and quite a bit of block stitching. So I am very excited about that one. Clara Arlano 1867 said, I've never stitched with silky feeling thread. I have knitted with actual silk yarn, plus I've spun actual silk yarn on a spinning wheel. Spinning yarn was another hobby of mine until I met cross stitch. I cannot see very well what you are stitching at the angle you have your frame situated. Do you think you can slant the frame further back? I enjoy listening to you about your stitching and the upcoming sales. See you next time. Oh, and I always use a threader. I've tried the other way, but most tries I end up giving up. And that could very well be me, Clara. And I hope how I am doing it today, you're able to see better what I am doing. Let me know. But I think you should be able to see it today. And may I just say, spinning silk. How exciting is that? And I am sorry again for the noise. My husband is walking around with all those wind chimes making a bunch of rackets. So again, I apologize. Hopefully you guys can hear me with all the noise going on here today. All right, now we're going to go ahead and me thread another one, and we'll do a little bit more. We're not going to do much more today, but we will do a little bit more here. Just because I don't feel like I've gotten a whole lot done. But I don't know, it's been almost 40 minutes already. Though some of this, a little bit of it, I will probably edit out so you don't have to sit there and wait on me when I'm going to, grab my coffee and that kind of stuff. Don't want to waste your time. But we'll get a few more stitches. We're going to go ahead and do a loop start from the front. And again, I guess I should make sure, nope, you can't see me. So let's try this again. Let's see. All right. Sorry about that. That is the drawback of doing the videos so close. It's very easy to get out of frame. And you know what? Hang on. It's not a big deal, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, but that was not supposed to be on that square. It's supposed to be on this one. But that's all right. One stitch isn't going to make a difference. And I'm sure all of you know, but just in case anybody watching doesn't, when we are done with the stamped cross stitch, we've completed everything. You wash this canvas and all the ink comes out. All that will be left is your beautiful white canvas and your stitching floss that has created the picture. That will be all that's left. You know what? I may have to, I gotta move this to get to where there's more blue squares. So let's go ahead and finish these little ones here before we move on down. I think when I do the next stitch and chat for next weekend, we may try doing a different color. I feel like we did some of the pinks last time too. I'm not sure, but I think we did. The colors were very, very similar. So I'm not sure, but I think we might mix it up a little bit next time and choose a different color. See, I moved it again. Let's see. If I pan this up a bit, let me pan up, way up. There's a bunch of this yellow here and all down the side for a lot of block stitching. But I'm not sure what color that is. It very well could be like a white color. So, all right, hopefully I don't make anybody sick by moving this camera around so you can see what I'm doing. But again, we're not going to do much more because I'll still have to edit this so I can get it loaded for tomorrow morning. Because I always load these stitch and chats for me, it is Sunday 7 a.m. that the video goes live. That is Pacific time. So I will have to get it done and edit and load it up. And more noise. Again, I apologize, everybody. Let me know if all the noise bothers you, because if so, I'll make sure next time I do it during a quiet time here. The hubby put the wind chimes back up so you can hear those in the background. Let me know if that bothers you too. I'm not sure why you put them back up, because we took them back down. Or we took them down, rather, when we moved here. They were left by the last person. And even though I like the sound of them, I don't like to hear them all the time, especially while I'm trying to do a video. So let me know if they bug you. I'll make sure that we have as much silence as possible next time. And be sure to share with me down in the comments what you're all working on. I know I said it before, but I really enjoy knowing what you all are working on while we stitch. Even if it's not cross stitch, that's fine. I mean, maybe you're diamond painting or crocheting or doing, latch hook rug kits. So yeah, just let me know what you guys are working on. And again, if you want to share your progress, you can either email me or share it on the Facebook group. And anything that I do get shared like that, unless you tell me otherwise, I'm going to assume you're okay with me sharing the updates at the end of the Stitch and Chat videos. Because for anybody that's new, because everybody else knows, I really love seeing what everybody's working on and seeing their progress. So I thought everybody else might enjoy it too. So I started including everybody's WIP progresses at the end of the Stitch and Chat videos so we can all see where each other is at. But if you want to share with me and don't want yours shown on the video, that is perfectly fine too. You can share it and just let me know you'd rather it not be included on the video, and that is perfectly fine. on the one hand, it doesn't seem like I've gotten much done on this kit, but it's actually a pretty good start, I think, considering the only time I've been able to work on it is with you guys, because I just have so much others going on right now. And again, for anyone that's new, I do enjoy both stamped as well as counted cross stitch. And I feel like right now there seems to keeps being more counted coming in than stamped, but I still love them both and continue to do both. Let me know if that's you guys too, or do you only do stamped? I know some of you only do stamped, and I think some of you only do counted. Let me know if that is you, or if you, like me, like to do both. I like to do full coverage. I like to do partials. I like to do really large ones. Obviously, my Merry Mushroom Village Picnic by Amy Stewart over and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I also like to have small ones, so I feel like I'm also accomplishing things and getting things done. So let me know if that is you. But all right, I think we're going to have to call it for today. So again, thank you everyone for joining me and hanging out. I love you guys. I appreciate you for always supporting me and just being my friend. I love you guys. If you guys could hit that like button for me, it helps me out, helps my video maybe reach some other people who enjoys cross stitching like we do. And yeah, I hope you all will have yourself a very safe week. I hope you all will always be blessed. And I love you guys. So I will see you in the next one. And it is time to get stitchy with it. Bye-bye.